Hey! You reek of foreign magic! Sweet nanas nethers. What are those? I've never seen the like. That's gotta be a family heirloom.
No. Nor will it ever be.
The Blades of Chaos are a pair of chained blades that are the signature weapon of Kratos, the protagonist of the God of War series. They are depicted as being forged in the depths of Hades, and are imbued with the power of primordial fire. In the games, Kratos uses the Blades of Chaos to hack and slash his way through hordes of enemies, and they are also used in various puzzles and boss battles. The Blades of Chaos have appeared in nearly every main entry in the series, and are considered to be one of the most iconic elements of the God of War franchise. This video is a detailed breakdown of the Blades of Chaos. Make sure to stick around, because we will be revealing who was the real creator of the blades. The design of the Blades of Chaos in the God of War series is heavily influenced by Greek mythology, and is meant to evoke a sense of ancient power and brutality. The blades themselves are depicted as being large, curved, and jagged, with a fiery orange-red glow. They are attached to Kratos' arms by chains, which are also made to look like they are on fire. They are meant to symbolize Kratos' role as Ares' champion and the violence and destruction that is associated with the God of War. Overall, the design of the Blades of Chaos in the God of War series is meant to be intimidating and powerful, reflecting the brutal nature of Kratos as a character and the mythology that the series is based on. The blades were imbued with fire, which allowed them to ignite with every attack that the user performed. Their chains would stretch out for a set distance with each attack, allowing for fluid movement no matter who wielded them. They have several special moves that Kratos can perform. Some of the most notable special moves include Cyclone of Chaos. Kratos spins the Blades of Chaos rapidly around him, dealing damage to all enemies in a wide area. This move is especially effective against groups of enemies and can be upgraded to hit harder and hit more times. Icarus Storm. Kratos jumps into the air and uses the Blades of Chaos to hover, allowing him to attack enemies from above. Helios Flare. This ability enables Kratos to create a small fireball between his blades and hurl it at one or more enemies. Tartarus Rage. Kratos lets out two heavy hits on the ground in front of you, which will both send enemies upward and stagger them. It's also very strong when it comes to damage. Nemean Crush. Kratos will simply hit the blades together, causing a fiery explosion in front of him. These are just a few examples of the special moves that can be performed with the Blades of Chaos. As the game progresses and the weapon get upgraded, new moves are introduced. A majority of God of War references say that the Blades of Chaos were forged by Ares himself. However, in Matthew Stover's book, the official God of War novel, it was confirmed that the Blades of Chaos had been forged by the smith god Hephaestus in the furnaces of Hades itself, and were personally offered to Kratos by Ares.
With it I'll make you a weapon.
I have weapons.
Ah, but not like this. This weapon will give you...
The blades became a symbol of the Spartan servitude to the Olympians, emphasized by the chains bound to the very flesh of Kratos.
Attached, the chains remained so, chained and seared to the flesh, a part of the bearer's body, a permanent reminder of Kratos' pledge.
Widely feared throughout Greece, the Blades of Chaos personified what Kratos had become during the darkest period of his life. A monster who killed his own family out of bloodlust, turning him into the infamous ghost of Sparta.
But still, the memories came rushing back, as familiar and permanent as the blades chained to his wrists.
The chains of the blades were permanently seared onto the forearms of the wielder, which served as a reminder of their oath to the God of War, and could only be removed either by the God of War himself or when the wielder's time of servitude ended.
Simple pledge of loyalty was required.
My life is yours, Ares. From this day, I shall carry forth your will.
However, when their creator is dead, with the servant still owning them, they can be removed or equipped whenever needed.
Ares rescued his new...
After Kratos pledged his life to the God of War, Ares had his harpies fetch the Blades of Chaos, and bestowed them on the Spartan, claiming they were weapons truly worthy of a god's champion. After Ares decimated the barbarian forces, Kratos used his new weapons to slay the barbarian King Ulrich, in single combat.
The rage of Ares exploded from within. But soon, he would learn the true cost of such power.
Kratos continued to utilize the blades during his time of servitude to Ares and the gods, even against his own wife and daughter, whom he unknowingly killed while he was in a god-driven rage that was set by Ares.
Instant, the glory he had reveled in turned to horror. The image of his two final victims would stay with him for all his days. With that act, Kratos knew he could no longer serve his master. He had but one calling now, the death of Ares. He would murder the god of war.
Kratos, at the peak of his task to kill the god of war, had the blades of chaos stripped away from him after he defended his family in one of Ares' illusions. With the blades taken away from him, Ares manipulated the blades to once more kill Kratos' family, while a helpless Kratos watched in horror.
And you rejected me. A god! Now, you will have no...
Not again.
I was trying to make you a great warrior.
You succeeded.
After the fall of Ares, the blades were believed lost, but Kratos was soon granted the similar blades of Athena. After killing Ares and taking his place as the god of war, Kratos gained all of Ares' weapons, including the blades of chaos, though he vowed never to use them again. Several years later, Kratos had found the blades of chaos and brought them with him to the Norse realm, where he hid them, wrapped together in a thick red cloth with a simple Grecian pattern on it, under the floorboards of his cabin, hoping never to use them again. The novel explains why Kratos kept the blades of chaos despite their painful history. He could not be rid of them at all. The blades always found their way back to him under the most contrived circumstances. For example, he tried to dump them in the ocean, but the ocean itself rejected them and destroyed his boat. He washed up ashore with the blades next to him. After this incident, he gave up and hid them beneath the floorboards as a forced reminder of his tragic history and explosive rage.
Why don't you just throw them away? I see the way you look at them sometimes. Like you're... I don't know. Like you hate them.
Even hateful things have their uses. Besides, I tried. They came back.
Eventually, however, Kratos' son Atreus falls ill due to the conflicting natures within him. Learning that the main ingredient needed to treat Atreus was in Helheim, where the ice magic of the Leviathan axe was useless due to the unyielding cold of the realm, as no enemy can be killed with such a weapon, Kratos retrieved the blades from their hiding place and grimly rebound their chains to his forearms in order to use them once more.
A monster.
I know. But I am your monster no longer.
But this would not be the last time Kratos would use the blade's special powers. 3 years later, Surtur, the first fire giant, sensed the primordial fire within the blades of chaos, and while the fire was from a foreign realm, Surtur believed that their origin should not matter and would be essential in turning him into Ragnarok without the need to sacrifice Sinmara. When reaching the spark of the world, Surtur imbued his fire to the blades of chaos and through them caused some pain to both Surtur and Kratos. Following Surtur's instructions, Kratos used his blades to stab Sinmara's heart within Surtur's body, empowering the first fire giant to become Ragnarok.
My fire, her heart. Combine them, you get Ragnarok. It's time.
If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, as it really helps us grow. We upload videos like this regularly on the channel. Click that notification bell to stay updated on our latest videos and releases.
How long do you think this is gonna take?